We are off to Wembley. Job done. We should have absolutely mullered Middlesbrough, but what does it matter? We are through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup and thoroughly deserved. That should have been a cricket score. It should have been 7 or 8. Maybe it should have been mimicking the under-18s last night who won 6-0. But I'll take 2-0 on a day like today because we battered Middlesbrough after the dour, boring tedium of the Stoke game. This was quite refreshing to see chances and goals and a nice victory. That's 11 undefeated now, and I think that's 6 away clean sheets in a row. That is a club record, and we're doing pretty well, if we're being honest. It isn't a perfect season, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying all these experiments. I'm enjoying these goals. I'm enjoying this reinvention of certain players. And today was a potential hurdle, and we overcame it well, despite Middlesbrough's best attempts to break several legs and destroy our players' knees and ankles and all that kind of stuff. I'll get onto the hatchet job in a bit, and I've got a few grievances to air there, but I wanted to talk about the importance of our wingers. Today was another example of how much we've come to rely on that pace and that skill and that dynamism out wide, and Sterling and Sane creating chances, getting assists and all that kind of stuff yet again. And it's so obviously vital now. We used to be such a narrow team, players cutting in from the wings. You think of Sterling last year out on the left cutting into his right foot, and now it's the opposite. We've got a left-footed left winger, a right-footed right winger, both going past people, both creating chances, both usually scoring goals. It's been the biggest overhaul, in my opinion, of how we play football this season. We've changed that aspect of our game, and it's paying dividends. And I think it's also therefore more telling why, when these players aren't in the team, why we miss them so much. Try as they'd like, Navas and Nolito aren't Sterling and Sane. They're also a little bit older these days. I think for reserve players, for players you're going to rotate every now and then, especially for attackers, it's probably a little bit more difficult when they're older because they need that sharpness. They need that match practice. Nolito is the kind of player that strikes me that he needs regular games to get up to speed, and he can't just pop in every now and then and do a job. To be at his effective, creative best at least. That's probably why I'd be more up for the idea of a couple of the younger players, maybe some of the academy lads, being the ones that get rotated in, because they'll have that instinctive sharpness because they are young, full of energy, they are bright, they are sharp. So maybe the likes of Sancho, even Brahim can play out wide. These young players, to me, are the ones you want to be rotated in eventually. Maybe not this season, maybe definitely next, because I don't think Nolito and Navas have the required game time to get the sharpness that they need to do. Maybe it's not quite the same for defenders. Maybe you like Zaba and Sanya can drop in and be reliable, but if you want creativity, spark, excitement, flair, I think you've got to rotate in a younger player. Don't even get me started on Middlesbrough, the bunch of fucking dirty shitbags. That was a hatchet job of performance. I don't know why they ended with 10 men on the pitch, or how they did. Nicholas just laughing at my insults in the background there. But yeah, that was ridiculous. This challenge here, to be an image of it. How is that not a red card? That is absolutely scandalous stuff. They should have been down to 10 men. Clayton should have been off of Sterling. Barahan as well. Ledbetter kicking the shit out of us. It's just ridiculous stuff, and these referees need to grow a pair of bollocks because there was nothing there to stop them doing what they wanted to do. And Middlesbrough, do better than that. Karanka, grow the fuck up and stop basically trying to mimic your idol Mourinho by just kicking the shit out of any players more technical than your team. And that's the 6th goal in his last 5 games for Sergio Aguero, a man that was apparently finished according to some children on Twitter who decided to jump on the latest Squawker stat trend and said because he hasn't scored against some big teams the past couple of years, he's therefore finished. He obviously fucking isn't finished. He's still a wonderful player. His goal was fully deserved. He worked his arse off yet again. It wasn't sprinkled with magic, that performance, but he got another goal being in the right place at the right time, and fair play to him. That's another goal. And I don't know, how is that 23, 24 this season? Someone will say in the comments, but it's a lot of goals for him now, and fair play, he deserved that as well. I thought in general we didn't have much to do defensively. I thought it was pretty much a stroll. Silva, De Bruyne, Yaya rolling back the years, what again controlled the midfield. And I'm happy that is job done in what is a very impossibly difficult run of games we've got coming up now. Monaco, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, then obviously potentially the quarter-final after that as well for the Champions League. It isn't easy to be Manchester City, but I'd rather be here than playing Rostov in the Europa League on a Thursday night, because this is what it's like at the team at the very top of the table. You play quarter-finals, you play semi-finals, you play all these games, and it's just how it is. I would much rather that than a Europa League game, than a bunch of relegation-threatened teams. You got to play the big teams, you got to beat them, and you got to test yourselves. I'm just hoping our squad strength holds out at the moment, because obviously players are looking a little bit tired, though they gave it their all today, and they are partial to an injury or two in general as a Manchester City team, as we all know. But yeah, we are off to Wembley. Job done. very much so. I am very happy with that result. It could have been 8. It could have been probably even more. But who cares? We are through to the semi-finals. That is a very real chance for a trophy now. We've won a Chelsea United obviously playing each other. So one of those teams is going to go out. I don't see why we can't win this. And I hope we do, obviously. But anyway, we are through on an early Saturday morning. We've got the rest of the day. Go and enjoy your Saturday. Go and enjoy your weekend. You haven't already, go and watch that really obviously not crap Stoke vlog that I made, I promise you. God, that was a dull game, but I tried to make the video interesting at least. Anyway, thank you for all the subscribers, all the comments, all the thumbs up. If you're happy about City being to the semi-finals, drop a thumbs up on the video. And I shall see you probably tomorrow maybe. I'll see. See you later, guys.